Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping! Unusual mysteries, creepy sights, and nightmarish encounters, cameras all over the world capture unique sightings which will bedazzle you completely. So, here are some of the wildest things caught on the camera that no one would have seen otherwise. Monster stalking moose. Who says ghostly creatures are always chasing human beings? Sometimes large animals can also catch their attention, and what follows is almost always pretty disturbing. Look at this creepy footage somewhere from Canadian wilderness where a mysterious faceless creature was recorded peeking from behind the woods. It was a scary, at least 6 feet tall pale figure which was stalking a giant moose who was completely unaware of the presence of this monster. People speculate that the creature might have been trying to hunt the huge mammal, but well, without a proper ending to the clip, we cannot say anything with certainty. What is your opinion over this clip? Tree devil. Imagine going for a search operation and coming across this elusive figure. The cattle of a farmer in a remote Indian village reportedly went missing, and the man decided to go looking for them in the middle of the woods. I'd say this was not the brightest of ideas, but anyhow, filming on his cell phone with the help of a flashlight, the man suddenly felt the eyes of someone on him. He threw the light in that direction, and holy mother of good God, there was a creepy alien-like creature sitting on a tree looking at him with its scary glowing eyes. The man, out of his wits, ran for his life and therefore abruptly cut the clip in the middle, so we don't really know what happened next. But man, oh man, that was terrifying. What do you guys think of it? Was that really something alien or the rumored tree devil? Bigfoot. Do Bigfoots exist? Well, that's a question everybody wants an answer for. And to further add to the mystery, here I have footage of an alleged Bigfoot sighting. During a hunting trip in Provo, Utah, some men stumbled upon a hairy, big figure that had big ape-like features. It seemed pretty big if you compare its stature to the distance from which the video was captured. The area has reported many Bigfoot sightings. According to the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, Utah is a hotspot for them. So, do you guys believe in the existence of this mythical creature? Giraffe and tire. Meet this huge brute who has done something really foolish. But how did you do this, man? Who wears a tire in the neck? This giraffe got into a little trouble while playing with the tires when it got stuck in its neck. Now, he is unable to get it off and has no idea how to get rid of it. Or maybe it is some sort of style statement. We gotta ask it. Rescuers, as usual, arrived on the scene to help it, but he was so obstinate to let them. They gently and professionally carried out the procedure. There were some small wounds and cuts on its neck because of the tire, but they successfully got it free, and it ran back to its home. Buck with 2 heads. You know what they always say, 2 heads are always better than 1. So let me take you to meet this buck. Yes, it is carrying 2 heads with itself. How did it happen? Or what could be the reason? It was speculated that maybe it got into a territorial battle with another buck, and as we can see, this one won the battle. He must be carrying this out of pride or could not be able to set it free. Now it is walking down, sharing with his head the mark of its victory and ferociousness. The deer seemed quite dejected. Maybe it needed some help. Giraffe eating bones. What is on the menu today for these giraffes? What about having a buffalo skeleton? These giraffes had a great party time when they found some buffalo bones, and it's like they have found some treasure. This is an extremely unusual behavior considering giraffes are herbivore animals. I wonder what happened to these ones that they resort to munching on some bones. It's like they are having their favorite meal. I looked it up and found out they do this to supplement their vegetarian diet with calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. They are just health conscious, and it seems like they all had a good time eating their favorite meal. Deer with bucket. Searching for food under the basket was not a good idea, and the deer realized it after her head got stuck in it. Woo! It covered all of her head, and she wasn't even able to see. And taking you to the craziest part, the deer was swimming under deep waters. When a man came to rescue it, she ran away, being scared. With the help of a boat, the man stretched the bucket out of her head and got her free. See? Now you know the man who is just trying to help you, dear. Headless camel. What is this bewitching sorcery? A headless camel, but how is it alive? This headless camel showed up in the woods out of nowhere. The crazy part was that it did not have a head. A walking headless camel was making the cameraman confused, but all his confusion vanished when he found all the answers while making this video. And as the camel turned around its head, wait, what? It's like a camel has activated his headless mode. Isn't it crazy? I guess the camel was pulling a prank on the cameraman. Tripod deer. Standing tall with one missing leg is not a big deal for this rare tripod deer in the middle of the woods. Wait, where is its fourth leg? Who did this to you? Assuming by her bossy attitude, I think she lost it during a fight, and I think we all know who won. The deer is all like, "You should have seen the other guy." Or maybe she lost her leg accidentally, or possibly was born with only 3 legs. It looks like she has become comfortable with it and doesn't even miss the 4th leg. Monkey kidnaps dog. If you think the title is weird, the video is 10 times more freaky. Onlookers in an Indian supermarket got stunned while witnessing this unusual spectacle. A monkey here can be seen terrorizing a dog. The canine seems pretty helpless in front of the terrorizing monkey, who is kidnapping it in broad daylight. To give you a context on why the monkey is doing it, this all happened during the gang war between monkeys and dogs. No, it's really not something casual or funny, as both of the clans finished off the members of the others. The entire city of Maharashtra, India was terrorized by this. Man, I hope the dog found a way out. Frozen in time. This is not a camera trick, but a real spectacle of dogs hypnotized in midair. 4-legged chicken. This video was recorded by a farmer in Thailand who has a unique chicken with 4 legs and feet instead of the usual 2. The extra 2 legs can be seen fused out with the 2 main normal legs. The poor chicken is dragging the extra legs and clearly seems burdened by them. It was said that the cause of this deformity was a birth defect that happened due to 2 double fertilizations. Here we have another chicken with an extremely freakish appearance. The animal looks very uncomfortable. This happened from a double egg yolk. Usually none of the chicken survives, but I guess this one just absorbed its twin. Mystery creature. A fisherman, while fishing a few miles off the coast of Miami, found this unusual creature. It looked as if all the buds were connected to the same branch. It's hard to determine if it is a plant because plants don't have live, scary mouths. The fisherman is tickling them with a stick. All the heads had razor-sharp teeth. Once the footage reached the marine biologists, they termed the creature a goby fish, who, due to some unknown circumstance, has been turned into something bizarre. Maybe it's a related unidentified species. Goby fish, also known to be incredibly aggressive fish that impacts other fish populations by eating most of their eggs and food. Abominable snakes. Why abominable? Well, ask this rat this question, as it is hanging on its dear life. It is dangling on the snake's tail as any scared prey would. I am confused about why it isn't escaping. The snake's head appears to be in the air conditioner, and it is pulling itself back in there after it dropped down to catch a live rat. The incident was captured in the southern port of Guangzhou in China. The large reptile took the rodent in its jaws before retracting back into its lair to enjoy the rat meal. And look at this other one that decided to crawl up on the electric wires at the public market of Taglerbon City Bull Hall. Residents began shouting at this nightmarish spectacle. The snake then fell down to the ground and was safely caught and rehabilitated back by the residents. Lion attack. Do you ever wonder what you're gonna do if a lion jumps on you? These two lions were sitting calmly talking to each other and then made a plan to scare the wits out of zoo visitors. The lioness was not so interested and walked away. But the giant lion decided to do it all alone and start walking towards the glass panel. People were scared, but more excited to see what's gonna happen. It came near and jumped. Oops! It got bamboozled! Just imagine for a minute if the glass would have broken down. Bird show. What an incredible sight to witness this murmuration. This video was shot in the Netherlands, when thousands of starlings decided to amaze the world with an amazing display. They all gathered to start their show. Just look at them. I mean, wow! They are flying like they have captured the sky and they rule there. It looked like they had been practicing for a long time. Drizzling, grooving, and shining together like stars. Only starlings can do this. Out of all the birds, starlings had this amazing capability to dance and move around in an aerobic display, rather than flying together in one direction. Elephant's mud bath. The Elephant Nature Park arranged an amazing mud adventure for the elephants. The elephants love playing with mud, so they created mud pits at the nature park and then called all the guests, giving them a scene filled with adorableness. The animals enjoyed a once-in-a-lifetime event by covering their bodies with mud and laying in the mud with sunlight drowning on their bodies. They had a perfect picnic time to relax themselves. Tiger release. This is the moment when 4 Siberian tigers were released into the wild. Look at their reactions. It's like they know they belong there. After a long lost confinement, they are finally in their natural habitat. All 4 lions were released at the same time, but from individual vans, and as soon as the door opened, all the tigers ran out of their carts and went straight into the woods. The last one came all gangsta, kicked the camera, and went into the woods. Bear snow playing. Finland's fall is not only for humans to enjoy. This bear cub is more excited than anyone. This man came outside with his bear and let the bear enjoy the breeze. Bear started playing with the show and covering itself with it. Also, this wasn't the only bear caught having way too much fun in the snow. 2 years back, this Ring camera footage got viral, in which you can see a bear enjoy catching snowflakes. It stood on its legs and attempted to catch the flakes. Leopard and baby baboon. Let me take you to the rarest interaction between a leopard and a baby baboon. When a leopard found a lost baby baboon, it decided to care for it like its own child. Maybe it was hormonal or whatever, but look how the leopard can be seen licking its face, kissing it, and babysitting the baboon out of unconditional love. Here you can see the leopard try to catch him by standing beneath the tree, but the baboon was fully scared and held the tree tightly. The leopard then held it within its mouth and took it to its hideout. Deer rescued. Some tourists saw this deer hanging on to its dear life after getting badly entangled with the wooden fence. He was anxiously shaking his head and jumping around to get free, but remained unsuccessful. So they called up the rescuers to handle the matter more efficiently. Still, the deer wasn't listening to them. At last, they managed to lay down the deer. One rescuer sat on it, and another one tried to untangle its antlers. They put a cloth over its eyes so it couldn't see what was happening and wouldn't get scared. With great effort, they did it, and the deer ran back to the woods. crying elephant. Witness this sight of a mother elephant crying over her baby that passed away shortly after birth due to some complications. This all happened in Tassaromi, Sri Lanka, in an animal sanctuary. Although she got successful in the delivery process, the baby elephant did not survive. The mother couldn't control her emotions and got all teary-eyed. It was further reported that the mother did not leave her baby's carcass for 4 days and remained patrolling there. How heartbreaking. Dancing bats. No one knew these little brutes could dance like this until they saw this. Was there any party going on? Or maybe this is like their dancing club. You never know, but they are dancing their hearts out. It looks extremely hilarious, and the bats going up to the camera and flexing their wings is just pure wholesome. You must be confused at this clip, but there's a trick here. The bats are originally hanging upside down, and it looks like they have been captured with an inverted lens angle. Pretty cool, huh? Shells popped up. Is this nature's magic or a supernatural phenomenon? The event occurred on a beach in Florida when hundreds of shells popped up on the sand, and afterward, a water wave came and took them all up. These shells popped out due to underwater mollusks. It happens when the mollusks die, they no longer need them, so they leave the shell bodies out of the water, and these shells get left on the shores. But it actually looks like true magic coming out of the sand. Pollen tree. This lemon yellow smog has nothing to do with artificial colors. It is a purely natural phenomenon and is called pollen shedding from a tree. Pollen is an allergy transferred from tree to tree during their reproductive time. They release some natural gases, and nearby trees receive them and adapt inside their bodies. And sometimes the trees collapse like this, and the yellow pollen covers all the breeze. What a rare sight it is. How can a small tree have this much pollen, I wonder? This is like a full-on grenade for allergic people. A brave turtle. I guess this is the perfect example of foolish bravery. The lion was drinking water from the lake, but a tortoise appeared out of nowhere. What is he doing there? Do you not like your life, little fella? Not even stopping there, the turtle started chasing out the lion. Wait, is he in its senses? The tortoise was lucky enough to be ignored by the lion. Lion was not even bothered and served full-time ignorance to the turtle. But we must say kudos to this little bravo who dared to cross the king of the jungle. Surprise inside tree. No one expected this could happen until they cut down this mysterious tree. This boy saw something unusual while cutting down this tree's log. Something was coming outside with a slow movement. Look, it has its mouth out. Seemed like some kind of snake. This black creature looked so freaky. But what was it doing inside a tree? And what was it doing down there? And is it possible to breathe down there? From where was it getting its food or oxygen? This baby snake shocked everyone with its strange existence. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. Today's subscriber pick is a picture captured by a trailcam. It was uploaded on Instagram by the owner of the trailcam. The strange thing happened when at half night, a deer was sleeping and he woke up by an unusual sound. It stood up, turned back, and saw something freaky, unfamiliar. A mysterious creature was staring at the deer. Maybe it was a skinwalker, a bigfoot, or some other predator. However, the deer looked extremely panicked. Some people called it a fake. What do you think? Ball in antlers. An old couple taking a stroll through the woods saw something truly hilarious yet unfamiliar. A deer with a ball on its head? More specifically, basketball. Maybe it's because he loved football. Are you one of those sporty deer dudes? I am confused about how he got stuck in it there and where he found a freaking basketball in the woods. Whatever the reason, it seems as if he was having a hard time getting it off. Bipedal bear. This is not a human wearing a bear's costume, but a real bipedal bear spotted roaming on the old woodland trail near the golf course in Oak Ridge. This bear is capable of walking like a man, but what was it searching for? It seemed like he required some help. Maybe he was hungry and searching for some food, or he lost his companion. Can't say what was the matter, but the bear looked truly distressed as he stepped slowly but desperately. I hope he had found what he was looking for. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching our video. See you next time.